Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and since it's Women's History Month, I'm here today to talk to you about Power Rangers Lost Galaxy Protect the Quasar Saber. So this is now the end of the trilogy where, it's Kindred's last episode. Because, the Psychos came in and they did like a number on the Rangers, and then Kendra sacrificed herself, and she went inside her Quasar Saber like her soul did, and the morphin grid did what it did, and the Quasar Saber just went up into the sky and into space and just like vanished and everything. So I decided that this is I'm gonna do like what is it, women's like um appreciation video for the new Pink Ranger that takes over, because I like the new Pink Ranger that takes over. She was in Power Rangers in Space, and she was the villain in that, and she later on became good, so it was like really interesting to see her come back. Now, originally, the In-Space Ranger Cassie was supposed to become the new Lost Galaxy Ranger, and in fact, she even filmed some like morphing sequence and everything in the costume. I have no idea where that footage is at because it has never made its way on the internet. And it's a shame. I want to see it so bad. I want to see Cassie or Patricia Jolie in the Lost Galaxy outfit. That would have been so awesome to see. In the morphing sequence, man, I want to see that so bad, because when it comes to the new Pink Ranger, whose name I haven't revealed yet, if you've never seen this, we only see her morph like one time, like solo, I think. I don't even think she really does the group thing, I don't think. And so, like, what I was gonna say, I can't remember right now. And so, yeah. So, this episode will focus on that new Pink Power Ranger. And so it starts off. Well, I think it was Valerie. Yeah, so Valerie doesn't show up no more until like the finale of this season. And then she shows up in the next season in the teen crossover. So it starts off, and it is Maya. She's having a dream. And she's in like the forest, and it's night. And we get the debut of Maya's new hairstyle. It's like pulled back and everything. It's similar to that of Tommy's and Andros. I love this hairstyle. I missed the old one, but I love this one. The old hairstyle made her look like a kid and everything. This new hairstyle makes her look like a grown woman. Like she looks grown, and I like that. And so, you could take her a whole lot more serious now. I wish she would have had that for her solo episode. Because, her solo episodes, she always seemed like this naive type kid. And then she would have had that hairstyle that made her look more grown and everything. And so she wakes up because in the dream we see Kendrick's and stuff. And Kendrick is a ghost, and she's all like, I'm in a beautiful place and everything. Yeah, because she's dead. But she's in the morphing grid, getting healed and everything. Or some type of space heaven. It's never really been explained, but I believe it's the morphing grid. And so Maya wakes up and she tells the others she has to wake them up. And it's a pretty funny scene because Maya sleeps in her regular outfit, like the one she always wears, that leather, yellowish, brown looking outfit. And all the guys come in, they're dressed except for Damon, who's comedic relief. He's in his PJs and nightcap. And so she's all like, we have to go to like this planet and find the Quasar Saber, this and that. Well, the Quasar Saber lands on the planet and this alien picks it up. And then so, Deviot shows up. And next thing you know, the Rangers are on that planet. And they see a bunch of monsters that take them out. I like the planet they're on. It looks like an old Western. It looks like an old cabin and this and that. And so they go there, and it's Leo and it's Maya. And they're being very intimidating to like that little alien dude. And Leo's being very intimidating. And so he tells them, where they can like find it and this and that, what planet and stuff. They leave, and it turns out it's Deviant. He tied the alien dude up, and he, disguised himself as him. The makeup on the alien dude's cool. His face looks like mud. And so he asked the alien, where is the real Quasar? Say, where did he take it? He told me he took it on this planet to be auctioned off. So Deviant heads there with Trakina. And so they're in this saloon type bar, and the Quasar Saber is being auctioned off. And I gotta give it up to the props people, man. They made some good looking aliens. They all look different, but they go past everybody really fast. So you have to like really look. And in the auction, surprisingly, it's Astronema. So it's Caron, and she's having her black wig on. I gotta say, man, I think her name is Melody Perkins. She did an amazing job acting in this episode and in Lost Galaxy. Like, she was just awesome. Because, like, I remember when she was in space, the first couple of episodes, her acting was all over the place. And she put a lot of emphasis on, like, certain words and stuff. But then once like the Silver Ranger showed up and everything, her acting started to get better towards the middle and in the end of the series. And and her acting was just like amazing in this. And so she wants the Quasar Saber. And she tells the dude, I ain't paying for it, you're just gonna give it to me. And she does this cool move where she spins the sword around and cuts the dude pants off, and you just see him in his boxers. Supposed to be a kid's show. And so here comes Trakina, and she's all like, you're not a Strama, you're a Caron, and you're good now, blah, 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 blah. So Caron has to fight her way out of there. And I love the action sequence. The person who is her stunt double is awesome. She basically looks just like Melody. Same hair color and everything. And they show a lot of the stunt double's face. And you really can't tell who's who because they're so similar. Now, when they got into like say the the Disney era, and they would have a stunt double, they will always get like an Asian stunt double, and he will always like cover his face as he's like fighting and stuff. And it was always weird fighting style. Like they do all these moves with their head down and their hand and their arms over their face. But here we get to see the stunt actress face and everything. So she gets out and she has to head to like a planet because she heard the Rangers are there. Well, the Rangers are there and they get ambushed. And so, at some point in time, Caron finds her way to that planet. Not sure how, because we don't see her with no ship or nothing. And so she gives the Quasar Saber to the Rangers, and then Trakina and them show up, and it's a huge fight. And so I'm thinking to myself, oh, I know who's going to take over as the Pink Ranger. It makes sense now. And so as they're all fighting and everything, I think Villamax lets Trakina know that, look, hey, oh, no, this comes later. So anyway, everybody's fighting and everybody's holding their own, and it's Trakina and it's Caron, and she's fighting with the Quasar Saber. Well, next thing you know, Trakina gets the upper hand, kicks her off the ledge of a mountain or a cliff or whatever, and Caron goes flying down, only to be saved by Kendra's morph, by the way. I guess she was gone after that. So, but it's her voice. So thank God it's her voice, not the other person. So it would have been nice to see her with her helmet off or something, And so she tells Caron, I want you to be like, the new Pink Ranger. And she gives her like a morpher and everything. And so it's a nice little flying scene. Like it's pretty good wire work. And so, as Trakina's just like walking away in her cute little outfit and stuff. I always loved that outfit so much. She basically kicks Trakina. The sword goes flying in the air and it's a boss move. She catches it with one hand. She's looking into the camera and then she morphs with that glowing pink light. And it's just beautiful to see. And she is the new Pink Galaxy Ranger. And I was so happy for this, man. Because when In Space ended, we saw her wear a purple outfit. So, and then that was the finale. And it was intended to have like a second season of In Space where she'll be like the Purple Ranger. But Saban decided to go with Lost Galaxy because, why create your own Ranger in American footage? We can just use Sentai footage. And so we get to see her fight, and we get to hear her war cry and everything. And this is when Villain Max tells Trakina, Terra Venture's not being protected. So let them deal with the monster here. Well, of course, they defeat the monster very easily. And we get to see Caron call on the lights of Orion. And it's so cute when she calls on it. And her voice is just the most adorable thing you ever heard. And so, like, they go back to Terra Venture. They call the Zora. She needs a little help with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a nice little cute moment. Because the thing that's never made no sense about Power Rangers is that the moment they morph, they know all the hand gestures and how to call the Zors and how to call the weapons and all this other stuff. So I always assumed it was instinct knowledge when you morph through the morphing grid. But we see here she has no idea. And so they call on the Zors, and of course they vanquish the monster and stuff. And then we get a nice little scene that's very charming. Maya is happy and thrilled. She has a new friend because she doesn't really have no friends. And so she's taking her around the room, and we get to see Maya's in the room. It's a mess. Remember, Maya's a very messy person. And so, she's showing her all around, but then all of a sudden, Caron gets sad when she sees the photo of Maya and Kendrick's. Now, this photo was taken during the time Valerie Vernon was going through leukemia because she's wearing her wig. And also, this was also taken back when Maya had her old hairstyle. And, they have like a nice heart to heart. And then the guys come in with food. Because Kai, that's what he does. He cooks. And Damon has flour all on his face. Just a smiling down. And we see Mike in this episode finally. He shows up as a cameo, the non-speaking role towards the end. And they just basically welcomed her to like Terra Venture and stuff into the team. And it ends with Maya and Kendrick, Maya and Caron smiling into the camera. It's a nice, beautiful scene. And I really love this episode. It has some nice, strong female empowerment. Caron, we get to see her be good and finally become a Power Ranger. Something people have always wanted to see since In Space. And what better Ranger to be than the Pink Ranger? When it comes to the Pink Ranger, they're basically like second. I know they're kind of like first in command when it comes to the females. They're kind of like third in command type of thing. And so it was a really cool color to see her in. Happy Women's History Month, everybody. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.